Alright guys, so for today's tutorial, I was going to do two different ones, like a natural look and then a more dramatic look. But I feel like I'm going to do something right in the middle. And nowadays in high school, girls wear like an intense amount of makeup. Like, I kid you not, smoky eyes, sharp contour, highlighted to the gods. You already know, just to sit 8 hours in class, which is totally cool. But I feel like you should save those wow moments for like prom, your birthday. Give yourself room for a wow factor rather than just having the same look every single day, and then when something special happens you still look the same. Do you know what I mean? So if you're one of those girls, this tutorial is not for you. But if you're looking for something more on the natural side but still glam at the same time but not using too many products, then this is the video for you. So to start off, I am going to go in with my e.l.f. Mineral Infused Face Primer. This primer is silicone based, which usually helps fill in pores. And you definitely want a primer because you're going to be in school for 8 hours. In my high school, we had gym every single day, and so you want your makeup to stay on. Personally, I didn't wear any makeup in high school. I didn't even have my first foundation until I was 21. But I know there's so many people now that do wear foundation, so definitely apply a primer first. Okay, so now for foundation. If you can find a tinted moisturizer at the drugstore that matches you, go right ahead and use that. I couldn't find one. They all seem to like come up gray on me, and I couldn't find one that was my shade. And every single brand, it was just not working out. So I'm gonna go in with my trusty Matte and Poreless by Maybelline. This is like $4.97 at Walmart, and it has great coverage. You have foundations for dry skin, foundations for oily skin, and it's just amazing, and they last a pretty long time. I'm gonna go in with the Matte and Poreless today, even though my skin is drier. This doesn't dry me out that much. If foundation is too heavy for you, definitely mix it with your moisturizer because it will give you a lighter coverage. But since I have a lot of acne marks going on my face and acne period, I'm gonna go in with my foundation. For brush, I am using this Besto brush. It is not a drugstore brush, but it is an affordable brush, so I'm just going to use this to apply my foundation. If you need to color correct, not a lot of girls have hyperpigmentation. It's usually women of color. So if you do have hyperpigmentation, I suggest you color correct. I forgot to do it before my foundation, but it helps you avoid like packing out product on your face trying to cover that hyperpigmentation. It's better to correct than to pack on concealer or foundation. And with that, I'm going to be using my LA Girl Pro Conceal and a little bit on the stash, because let's be real, a lot of us have stash going on. Now for concealer, I am going to go in with my LA Girl Pro Concealer in Cool Tan. Cool Tan is actually the same color as my skin tone. For school, I don't recommend extreme highlighting and contouring, so I'm just going to use the same color as my skin tone to conceal my under eyes a little more. I'm going to go in with the same brush because we don't have all the time in the world in the morning to get all of our brushes out and do the damn thing. To set your face, you can either use a translucent powder. One I recommend is the Coty Airspun powder, or you can set your face with a pressed powder, or you can set your face with a pressed powder. This is the Maybelline Fit Me. I am going to use the Maybelline Fit Me today, and I'm going to use this e.l.f. Kabuki brush to set my face. And you want to make sure that you set underneath your eyes because you don't want your concealer to crack. That's not a cute look whether you're in school, work, wherever. So now that our face is set, I'm going to go in with my Wet n Wild contouring palette, and I'm also going to be using my e.l.f. complexion brush, and I am just going to dab a little bit on there and just bronze my skin. This is optional, you don't really have to. You can just go in with blush, which gives like the most natural, beautiful finish, but I like a little bronziness in my face, so go bronze, and it also just brings back some color onto the skin. So with bronzer, you can also use it as a blush. You can start in where your blush would normally go and like just work it backwards to your ear, and it'll work as the bronzer and a blush. I think you can already tell the difference between this side and this side. This one has like more livelihood to it than the other side. And you want to take whatever is left on your brush and just pass over your nose for like an all over bronze look, which I do love. Ta-da! Now for blush, I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. blush palette in the color Light. And I'm going to take my favorite shade, which is this warm terracotta shade right here, and just apply a little bit on the apples of my cheeks. And there we go, honey. We have some blush on. So next, I'm going to go in with a highlighter. And I'm using the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in Precious Petals. If you don't have this one, e.l.f. has an awesome one called Blush Gems, which is like amazing. Someone said it was like a dupe for Whisper of Guilt or Soft and Gentle. I don't know. Some popular MAC highlight that everyone loves. So yeah, that's one. And just apply this to the tops of your cheekbones. Not too much. Not too much. I'm only adding highlight because it's the trend, like everybody wants to glow, but you want to make sure you don't go overboard. So this is more than enough. Just one swipe, one dab, that's it. No highlighting anywhere else, just at the top of the cheekbones. And then you want to go back in with your brush and blend everything in together. Now that we're done with the face, I'm going to go ahead and set my eyebrows. For school, you don't need to do your eyebrows, girl, like relax. You can either use a tinted brow gel or a clear brow gel. I just filled in the bald spots in the front of my brows, but that was it. So now I'm just gonna set them. So that they look decent and they don't like go all over the place. So for your eyes, it's all about preference. If you have dry eyelids, you can go in with a concealer because it's not going to crease. But if you have oily eyelids, I definitely recommend going in with an eye primer because it's going to help your eyeshadow stay on longer. Since I have dry skin, I'm going to go in with concealer as always. This is the Maybelline Fit Me in 25 Sand. And I'm going to apply that to my lids and blend it out. For eyes, I am going to go in to my Wet n Wild contour palette and use the brown shade as a crease color. And I'm applying that onto my crease. It doesn't have to be too crazy neat, just good enough where you don't have like extremely hard lines. As you can see, it just gives some dimension to the eye, nothing too crazy. Then I'm gonna go in with this really old Wet n Wild Eyeshadow Quad. They sell this for $1. So I think it's pretty amazing. And I'm just going to apply that shimmer shade onto the lid. Now you can just leave it with the crease color, but I feel like with the little shimmer you get a little more, you know? And after you apply the shimmer shade, you just want to go back in with your crease brush and blend out. There are a lot of people that are like, who's gonna wake up to do all that to their face? But honestly, I've been the type of person for like as long as I can remember. I always like to be the person dressed up with my hair done. Everybody would ask me, who you trying to look cute for? Girl, my damn self. I was always that person. So if you're not that person, cool. But there are some of us who just want to be popping all the time, and that is a-okay. So after you blend out your crease again, that's literally it. For the eyes, all I'm gonna do is add a ton of mascara. I'm using the Jordana Best Lash Extreme Volumizing Mascara, and I'm just gonna apply 3 coats of mascara to give myself some full lashes. If you want to be a little extra, which is okay for your first day, take a little bit of your highlighter and just pop it right into the inner corner, and it just makes your eyes look so pretty. I love, 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 love putting an inner corner highlight. Alright, so we are almost done. With this look, you can wear whatever lipstick color that you want. I'm going to stay in the neutral shades. I'm going to apply Milani's cream lipstick in Teddy Bear. This is one of my favorite nudes of the drugstore, and I'm just going to apply this onto the lips, of course. Where else would I put it? The last step, which I recommend for anybody, is to set your makeup with some spray. I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus setting spray. This is one of the best setting sprays at the drugstore. I've tried the LA Girl, I've tried the NYX one, and this one seems to be the best one for me so far, and it's only like $5, so you can't go wrong, especially if you're on a budget, which most of us are because we're in high school. So you want to set your face so that it can last and stay put all day. Okay, so for touching up purposes, I definitely recommend you taking your lip products, because you're going to eat and your product is going to come off your lips. So to reapply, you definitely want to take those with you. And I also recommend you taking your setting powder, because if you're going to gym, or if at the end of the day you see that you're sweating, especially if you have oily skin, having a powder is like your best friend, because you can just touch up in those areas and you're gonna look brand new. I also recommend you bringing a lip balm, because hello, nobody wants dry lips, especially if you don't want to reapply your lipstick. You still want your lips to look luscious. One last tip, if you are a curly girl, this is gonna seem so extra, but definitely keep one of these in your locker. I have a hair cream conditioner mixed with water in here, and when I have 2-day hair, all I have to do is apply some of this and my curls look revitalized and new all over again. I just put some on my ends. My hair is looking a little cracked up right now, but I just applied some, and by the time it dries, my hair will be nice and curly all over again. There's some times where I'd rather have my makeup done than my hair done. I know that's crazy, but I feel like just having your face put together makes you overall look put together. So definitely keep this in your locker, so if you're running late, you did your makeup, you can definitely just zhuzh up your hair when you get to school. So yes, this is the final look. It's glowy, it's bronzy, but it's natural, it's simple. It may seem like it takes a long time because I'm explaining it to you guys, but literally this will take you no more than 10 minutes, which is pretty bomb. Like, you can take 10 minutes out of your day to look fleeky. So yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Stay tuned, I have some surprises coming up, and I will see you guys in my next video.